Hello everyone. Today's movie review will be on the movie Sankofa, which is on Netflix. And we will have a group of us talking about the movie and seeing how the masters treated a kid that was black and white from other kids that were just black. You know, the kid that's mixed with black and white had more advantages than the black kid. And I just thought that was crazy to me because, we are all one, and I don't think that no one has the right to be treated differently than others. Sankofa gives a good background of knowledge, and it's like really from the roots of African Americans. And I would tell anybody to watch it. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Sankofa was a must-see, I must say. Starting off with the crazy twist, even though it was a little old school vibe to it in the beginning, like the imaging, still the storyline just was great. I love the passion from the concept of the beating of the drums and how they tie it all the way back into the end and even to our culture. Sankofa, you gotta check it out, is action thriller, and it give you a real feel of how it was back then, slavery, and just how it came along. So I say to everybody, Sankofa is a must-see.
This is a movie review on Sankofa. Sankofa is a movie about a woman named Mona who retrieves historical knowledge and context throughout the portrayal of living through slavery. Mona was able to see the terrible things done then to shape how the world is today. Sankofa means retrieve, and retrieve is symbolized by a bird. And all throughout history, birds have been used as tools to send and receive messages.
My name is Malcolm Hampton, and I will now be giving my personal feedback on the movie Sankofa. Sankofa, directed and written by Haley Germa in 1993, is a drama film about a self-centered, selfish, black American fashion model on a photo shoot in Africa who is transported spiritually back to a plantation in the West Indies to get a first-hand experience of both the physical and psychic horrors of slavery to learn an important life lesson. And as a slave, she labors in the master's house and experiences trauma at the hands of white men who own people for profit. She makes interactions with fellow slaves which are rich with humanity, respect, and dignity for each other. Most of all, she really connects with two slaves. The first, a rebellious slave named Shango, who works in the field. And the second is Nunu, one of the only few slaves to actually remember her life in Africa before being stolen.
Sankofa is a powerful film. It is worth seeing for the connection it makes between African and North American diaspora. Symbolically, the birds represent freedom in the movie, both in Africa and on the plantation. The diaspora birds are featured at critical points. Another feature of the film is the use of watching. Enslaved workers are always watching and witnessing the brutality of slavery. Via the oral tradition, their experiences are passed down to descendants. The movie reminds viewers of how people become divided. The idea of divide and conquer is a major theme in the movie. This is a neo-resistance narrative. I use the word resistance because the word slave forces people to surrender their agency. Also, there is great resistance throughout the film. This movie is well done and worth seeing.
One of the best movies about slavery that I've seen so far. I only say that because it was like very realistic to me. Like, we heard the chains, we seen the chains, we seen the slaves getting beat, we seen how different types of slaves react with each other, we seen how the women was being treated by their masters. And I really applaud the directors for that because I don't think a lot of these movies now actually show that, because I don't think people could really handle the truth now. But I would definitely recommend this movie to a lot of people.